Hey everybody, it's Jean, and I am super happy to be on today. I missed yesterday because I was not feeling that well. But I am so happy to be on. I am so grateful that you guys are here with me in this group, and how does it get better than this? Yeah? So, today I wanted to come on and talk a little bit more about manifesting. And actually what I wanted to talk about was manifesting and actualization, right? Because manifesting, there's a certain aspect of it. Manifesting is a law of attraction. It's calling into you what it is that you want. Actualization is bringing it in, like making it tangible, is doing the actions required in order for what you're manifesting to become tangible in front of you, like to become real, like this thing, as hard as this thing, right? So manifesting is law of attraction, and we have talked about that with regards to manifesting. It is so true about, what it is that you're calling in and aligning yourself from an energetic perspective and going with it to align that vibration aspect of it with your energetic vibration, because everything is vibrating at a certain frequency. And it is that frequency that is where we go like and like. So if I am frequencing like something slow, then I'm going to call in something slow. And the lower vibrational aspects are those that are like the sadness and the fear and the frustration and such. And so when you're vibrating and at that frequency level, you're calling in things that are of equal levels. So things that will make you, and incidences and events that will make you that will bring in more of that fear and sadness and frustration and anger and all that other stuff, right? Which is why it's so important that we release that baggage from the cell at your cellular level, right? At your energetic cellular level, so that your energy within your cells and your energy in general, and I feel it now, it's like buzzing. It's like can vibrate even faster and faster and faster, because those things that you truly desire, that bring you the happiness and that bring you, the laughter and that bring you the fun, those things are much higher vibrational frequencies. And so this is why it's so important that we do energetic healing at your cellular level, because then when you do it at the energetic cellular level, you're releasing that baggage, right? Because how fast can you go if you're holding on to 100 pounds of extra weight? You can't go as fast as if you were to be running without that 100 pounds, right? Or if you were to be running with, if you were running without the 100 pounds, you can run much faster than you could with that 100 pounds. And so that's the same thing as frequency. When you have a lot of that energetic weight on you, you can't vibrate as fast. The frequency can't vibrate as fast. So you're going at a much slower frequency, and that slower frequency, from a law of attraction perspective, will call in those that are of similar frequencies. And this is why, super excited, we are going to start next week to release some of that weight so that you can vibrate, and you can vibrate at a much higher frequency, at a much faster frequency, so that you can start to call in those things that are also vibrating at a much faster frequency. And so this will help you get to what you are looking to achieve much faster. Now, how does this really work? So let's say, for example, I think the analogy is that, like, let's say, for example, you go to the bank and you're like, hey, cashier, I would love to be able to withdraw $500 from my account. And when you're vibrating at that $500, if you're not, let's take it easy. If you're not vibrating at that $500, the cashier's going to be like, well, you're kind of short 200, so you can only get 300. You're not going to get the full 500. Or if you're vibrating even less than that, they can say, well, your account's on freeze right now, so you'll have to come back afterwards when you have more money that you can withdraw. Okay, so that's when you're vibrating at that lower frequency where you're not matching that 500. Now, let's say if you were to be vibrating at a frequency even higher than 500, right? Then you're going to be able to go into the bank and say, hey, cashier, I want $500 for my account. And the cashier is going to be like, yes, ma'am, absolutely. Here it is. No problem. Nothing holding you back. And oh yeah, by the way, our bank is doing a special, and for every person that comes in, we're going to give them another $500. Because your vibration is, you're vibrating at that $1,000 level, and so that's what you're going to be able to get. So the universe is bringing to you what it is that you're asking for, plus more, because that's where your vibration is at. And that's how manifesting actually works, right? Now, actualizing is, so you're saying, okay, the manifesting is I'm calling in the 500, I'm calling in the 500, right? Like how much fun, how much pleasure, how much excitement can I you know, what are the fun experiences that I can have with the $500? And the actualizing is actually getting up out of your car and going to the bank and saying, hey, cashier, I'd like, you know, filling out this form, I'd like to withdraw the $500. That's actualizing. That's the doing aspect, that where the cashier is then going to give you the money and more, because that's where you're vibrating at. So there is a huge difference in terms of manifesting and actualizing, and it is both are very important components when you are creating. Both are equally as important when you are creating what you would like to experience, what you would like to see in your physical reality in your life. And so your thoughts, your creations all go into making up. Basically, your life is a recipe. And the ingredients that go into making this life tasty or not tasty is your choice. So you have the full kitchen cupboard, and you have a full farm, and you have whatever ingredients you have or want to make your life super tasty. It's your choice. It's your creation. You just basically have to do the work to put the ingredients together, to gather the ingredients, right? To make it a reality, to gather the ingredients, and then to go out and cook it, actualizing it, cooking it, to create that life that you want. If you don't have any of the ingredients, if you don't have, you know, if you say like, well, I don't know what I want for my life, I'll just let it be. You could do that too, and you have a set of ingredients already provided for you because that's what you grew up with. But if you don't like those ingredients and you want something totally new, and you want to experience new tastes, and you want to experience, you know, Wagyu beef instead of like, you know, burger beef or whatever, even though they, whatever, but you know what I mean, then standard cow beef versus Wagyu or something like that, then manifest at the Wagyu level, right? Stop waiting around for it to be handed to you, because if you don't do anything, if you're not actualizing it, if you're not taking the actions to get you that Wagyu, you can sit there and you can say, I want as much as you want and as much as you would like. It's going to take you a pretty long time to sit there for somebody to say like, oh yes, okay, fine, you can get the Wagyu. It's much faster when you take the actions necessary to get you that Wagyu, like tomorrow, like quick, because we all as humans want things quick. But it's also important to understand that even if we have standard cow beef or burger, it's still really good and we can appreciate it, right? Because it's still yummy and it's still tasty, and a lot of us still like it. I don't eat beef, so I don't know why I picked up beef, but you get what I'm saying. We still are grateful for what it is that's in front of us to eat. But if you want that Wagyu, and that's, you know, and you want to experience that luxury of Wagyu and the, you know, how it would make you feel and all of that stuff, there's an aspect of it. There's the manifesting and there's the actualizing, and when you put it together, you can have an amazing Wagyu recipe that it fits in with your life. And so that's what we're going to start to do on Monday, the 19th, when we go into the Rebirth Challenge. We're going to get you into like, what is it that you truly desire? Not what's on your plate already, because what's on your plate already is great, and you have loved it, and you can experience it, and you're great, and we're going to be grateful for it, because, you know, we're grateful for everything that comes into our lives, because it's always here to help us, always here to show us something. Now, how do we get to create that recipe that we've always wanted to taste? You know, whether it's truffled butter with Wagyu, or whether it's, you know, lobster, and whatever it is that your recipe looks like to you, we're going to start to create that. We're going to start to learn how to manifest it. We're going to release that weight that's bringing down the frequency energetically at the cellular level, because that's where we go cellular level. And so that you can start to vibrate frequency higher, and then you can get more of those luxury experiences, more of those experiences that you want. What does it mean? What does that $500 mean to you? What kind of pleasure and fun and joy can that bring to you? Because really, at the end of the day, that's what's worth living, right? $500 is $500. When you sit there and $500, like, and nothing happens with it, great. But when you can buy pleasure, when you can use that money to create pleasure, that $500 means so much more than just $500. And so we're going to start to, like, really unravel into it. We're going to really get into that energy of it, because at the end of the day, that's how we get our frequency to match what it is that we want. So I'm super excited. First, we're gonna have 5 days of super exciting, super fun, exciting fun. We're gonna have a lot of fun in the next 5 days, starting on the 19th. We're gonna tap into what it is that you truly desire. We're gonna help you shed that weight that's holding down your energy at the cellular level. We're gonna shed that cellular weight. And that can even lead to physical weight loss. And we're going to then bring in and let that energy of what it is that you want to feel seep into it. And that's what's going to fill you up at the cellular level. That's what's going to bring you in. And then we're going to learn how to integrate it into your day-to-day life, so that you can continue to call in, continue to raise the vibration, continue to integrate this into your new lifestyle, and create that life recipe that you will have, enjoy, and just cherish, and everything. So I cannot wait to see you guys. Thank you so much for being here with me. And if you have any questions in the meantime, feel free to DM me or drop me a note in the comments. And I can't wait. Bye, guys. Oh, by the way, tomorrow I'll be coming on for live channeling. So for those of you who are new to the group, I do chat. I haven't done it in a couple of weeks, but for questions that you may have with regards to your business, I'm keeping it to business for now. So for business stuff, just put in the questions and I'll be on tomorrow to channel the answers for you. Bye, guys.